Hey, I'm going to do a quick little demo here of the 1.5 beta of Mobile VR Station. I think the beta is almost ready for a public release. I just need to test out a few more things, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so now I'm in the rebuilt app. The main bar looks pretty much the same as the old bar, except now instead of just being a set of 2D icons that were put onto a 2D screen, and then that screen was then put onto a 3D surface. These are actual 3D icons. Well, they're still 2D, but they're 3D floating icons that sit in space, and each of them are being individually rendered, and they have their own custom shaders, so that when I look at them, they'll do this little selection effect that is very common. And now also at the top, the little recenter bars back. Alright, now let me just go do some basic stuff. Let me see, I go over media. So now one thing that has been fixed is the panoramas. Let me just load up one over here. Well, you may not be able to tell at first glance, but now we are loading a lot more of the panorama into RAM. We upgraded the limit from 2048 to 4096. So now the size of the panoramas has basically doubled. So instead of being like 400 pixels tall, it's now 800 pixels tall and 4096 pixels wide. So a lot more detail now is being loaded in. Let me go back into here. Let me go down. I'm going to find another one of these things. It's not photos. Here it is. The Poppy 3D images. Let me go over here. Alright. Load up, please. Alright. Now, before there was a slight issue with 3D images because the way it was trying to align them would sometimes mess up. But now with the new stuff that we just built in, they pretty much have the right size and width and height. So that's at least a good start for now. All right, let's go in here. All right, yep, so this image looks pretty good. Next one, this looks pretty good. All right, let's go into content again. We go back down into where probably people actually want to be, drives, then documents. And let's go to the big buck. All right. All right, now let me recenter again. All right, now let me go back to the front. All right. Yep. So the movie playback still works in the 1.5 beta on iOS 9. So that's at least one good thing. And and you got option. You can access your playback types right from the main menu, as always. But now everything can be done as a grid, just to make life easier. You can also now access your presets right from the main menu. And then if you want, you can even turn those into a grid so you can see them all. And then choose just the right one that you want. Let me exit out of here again. So the eye modes are still there. Now they've just been enhanced a bit. So the more option screen has actually shrunk a lot now because there's just the view angles and also the spoken language. So that's in there at the moment. So if your video has multiple spoken languages, you can switch back and forth. This actually was in the previous version. Let me see now. Now the view angles. You can also now switch this into the grid mode so you can see them all at the same time. That's good. All right. Get out of there. Get out of there. Recenter. So also the move command has been changed a little bit. Still works the same, but you can now also, I think you can just tap on the screen to exit out of that clicker, Same works for the switch in case you hand your device off to someone. They can just tap the screen once they are ready. Yeah, skip ahead. And then something you may notice is at the top here, my cursor is currently this red reticle, but now inside of your profile setup, you can now choose between 5 different built-in cursor options. There's the classic option, but then the flapping doesn't work anymore, which is why now all the icons do the little, as you look at them, highlight action. But you can do classic, you can do different types of circles, different types of arrows. I can probably add in more later, but there's at least, probably one which will match your style. Yay. And so also the clock and the battery indicator are back, but now they're just much simpler. And then let me go in here and do something just to mess with the system a little bit. But keep going. Alright, I'm going to intentionally make it fail. Alright, so it just tried to play a file, which was definitely not a movie. So it's just going to show me this little content error that basically, it could not play back that file, which I think it was just a text file. So let me look at the B button. Alright, so it's still actually playing Big Buck Bunny at the moment. But yeah, so that's most of all the changes. There's really not too much outside of the VR interface, which it is now a completely rewritten user interface, since the old 2D interface would not work with Apple's latest changes to the SpriteKit framework, just because there was some sort of bug that caused all the graphics to turn a black, some sort of texture loading bug. But alright, thanks.